The sequel to the movie Hancock from 2008 hasn't happened yet, but if it does, the director, Peter Berg, has an idea for what the story will be about. In the first movie, we followed Hancock, a superhero with some issues like drinking, attitude problems, and concerns about his public image. He decides to make a change with the help of a publicist named Ray, played by Jason Bateman. Ray wants to improve the world, and he thinks giving Hancock a makeover is a good start. As the story unfolds, Hancock's relationships with Ray, Ray's son Aaron, and his wife Mary, played by Charlize Theron, reveal surprising things about Hancock's past. The first Hancock movie made a lot of money, earning $629.4 million worldwide, but critics didn't love it as much. Some people thought the idea was good, but the way the story was told didn't work well. Instead of exploring how being a famous and immortal superhero could be challenging, the movie turned into a messy love story with a not-so-great villain added in at the end. The ending hinted at more to come, and it seemed like a sequel was on the way. The director even said the original cast would be back. However, in late 2009, the sequel plans were put on hold so that Will Smith, who played Hancock, could spend time with his family. The main obstacle to a second Hancock movie seemed to be scheduling conflicts, as director Peter Berg had the plot outlined back in 2009. He expressed the idea that the sequel would delve into the backstories of Will Smith's and Charlize Theron's immortal gods, exploring how they ended up living in Los Angeles. Berg mentioned the possibility of a prequel, exploring their relationship before the events of the first movie and providing substantial background information. In the 8 years since, the key players have been occupied with various projects. Will Smith took on roles in films like Bad Boys for Life and the live-action version of Aladdin. Peter Berg directed Netflix's limited series Painkiller, centered around the origins of the opioid epidemic. Charlize Theron starred in The Old Guard, a story about immortal gods, and expressed her willingness to participate in a Hancock sequel in a 2020 interview. Berg promised that the sequel's tone would blend broad comedy with emotional drama. Despite the characters of Smith and Theron being portrayed as the last two of their kind, Berg hinted at the potential introduction of another demigod into the story. In 2012, he mentioned that the concept still had a lot of potential and revealed a small step forward with a phone call between producer Akiva Goldsman and Will Smith. Although no new plot points were disclosed, Berg's statements indicate ongoing interest and discussions about the project. The journey to bring the first Hancock to the screen took 12 years, and while a potential sequel may not take as long, it seems the process is still in the works. In an interview, Peter Berg suggested that the storyline of Hancock 2 might involve a new superpowered character challenging Will Smith's protagonist, Hancock. The details about this character, including their identity and casting, are yet to be announced. Given the significant time that has passed since the original film, it appears that Hancock could once again be struggling to fit into a world not designed for him, and the new character might play a role in helping him embrace his unique qualities, similar to Charlize Theron's character in the original. However, the project has faced delays, primarily due to conflicting ideas and too many creative voices contributing to the development process. Berg mentioned that there are too many cooks in the kitchen, resulting in numerous ideas about the sequel's direction and potential new characters. Despite Will Smith's initial excitement about the sequel, the script and production discussions led him to focus on other projects and his family. While the project hasn't been scrapped, it suggests that the sequel might take even longer to materialize, due to ongoing challenges in finalizing the creative direction of the film. The prolonged development of Hancock 2, spanning nearly 2 decades, can be attributed to various scheduling conflicts involving the stars, writers, and director attached to the project. Jason Bateman, Will Smith, and Charlize Theron, key members of the cast, have been engaged in other projects over the years, some of which have even received sequels before Hancock 2 materialized. Scheduling conflicts and commitments to other films have contributed to the extended timeline for the sequel's development. Despite the challenges, Charlize Theron has remained enthusiastic and committed to reprising her role in Hancock 2. As early as 2009, she expressed her readiness to work on the sequel if the rest of the team was on board. Theron, known for her roles in action movies like Bombshell and Mad Max, has consistently expressed her eagerness to participate in the sequel, despite undisclosed factors causing intermittent production delays. One is sure that Hancock 2 is in good hands, with Adam Fierro and Glenn Mazzara taking charge of the script. Both accomplished writers bring their unique strengths to the project. Adam Fierro, known for his work on Dexter and The Walking Dead, has demonstrated his ability to write intense and thrilling narratives, combining elements of gore and comedy. On the other hand, Glenn Mazzara, with credits on A&E's Damien and Crash, contributes a darker tone to his writing style. The collaboration between Fierro and Mazzara is expected to result in a sequel that blends gory comedy with a more intense atmosphere. While the main plot of Hancock 2 has been outlined, fans eagerly await more details and revelations about this highly anticipated sequel. With the combined expertise of these two writers, the expectations for a compelling and worthy continuation of the Hancock story are high. Despite the setbacks, there has been a long-standing interest in a Hancock sequel. Ideas for expanding the franchise were initially teased by Smith after the success of the first film. The Walking Dead writers Adam Fierro and Glenn Mazzara were hired in 2009 to develop a script for Hancock 2, with Charlize Theron expressing her willingness to reprise her role. Director Peter Berg reaffirmed plans in 2012, but as of a 2020 interview, no significant progress had been made. Interestingly, the storyline of Hancock 2 could mirror real-life events, as the first film explored the challenges faced by the superhero protagonist after a PR disaster, similar to the public backlash Smith experienced post-Oscars. This parallel raises concerns about the potential sensitivity of the storyline, possibly influencing the production team's decisions. Despite the challenges, Smith's latest project, Emancipation, showcased his acting skills and could signal a potential recovery from the aftermath of the Oscars controversy. If Smith's trajectory aligns with the theme of overcoming public backlash, Hancock 2 might still see the light of day. With that being said, Bad Boys 4 has been officially confirmed, with Martin Lawrence and Will Smith reprising their roles. The movie, set to release on June 14, 2024, promises a faster turnaround than previous sequels. The cast includes familiar faces like Vanessa Hudgens, Alexander Ludwig, Paula Nunez, and newcomers Melanie Liburd, Eric Dane, and Rhea Seehorn. The film's story details remain scarce, but Eric Dane is set to play the villain. Director Adil El Arbi suggests a more comedic tone and a focus on the Marcus Burnett arc. The post-credit scene from Bad Boys for Life hints at a possible plot involving Mike Lowry's son Armando teaming up with his father and Marcus to face a new drug kingpin in Miami. On-set footage teases explosive action sequences, maintaining the franchise's high-octane style. Bad Boys 4, with its confirmed cast and director, continues to progress despite controversies, promising fans another thrilling installment in the iconic buddy cop series. And that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below.